Hey guys, welcome. So I'm sure you got to this video because you're working on Manny or Quinn. Specifically, I'm working on Quinn in this instance. And Quinn is just a child of Manny, so anything you do to Manny will happen to Quinn as well. And you realize that you couldn't get the legs to do anything that you wanted to do. I mean, you already know how to edit all these animations and such, and there's plenty of YouTube videos on it. I'm here to make videos about things that I couldn't find personally on the internet. So, like, for example, we're gonna go to head and we're gonna just break her neck, right? Add a key, go take a look at her character, and her fucking neck's broken, right? All right, so we know how to do that. But the problem is that the legs don't do that, right? So we'll take her leg, all right, we're gonna key it and we're gonna take a look. Ah, man, the character's leg's not broken, right? That's what we're looking for. All right, and so I'm gonna go ahead and show you why that's not happening, and then show you how to fix it as quickly as I can. Um, and since I'm doing this quickly, I'd like to do a little shout out to my game. It's CDZ. Probably looks like shit right now, um, and it's because I have uh, the foliage turned off. Well, it was off. Oh, not foliage. It was actually grass. I actually turned all my trees into grass. But yeah, but this is my game CDZ, and it's going to be a zombie game, play off the word CDC. So it's going to be on Steam, so please check that out and help me out because helping me out helps you guys out, whether you're a content creator, developer, or anything. Anyway, so let's get back into this. And by the way, you can turn that all off and it'll help your frames. You see I have 57 right now. We go to show, visualize, and most people use trees as foliage. I specifically just wanted grass for my trees, just the way my game works out. And I got 10 FPS. I don't know. I did pretty good. Anyway, that's not the point of this video. So the first thing that you want to do is you're going to go to the level sequencer. You're going to add a level sequence. All right. Um, I don't think it matters if you use one that's already available or if you create a new one. Um, so I'm just going to create a new one just because I want to follow along with you guys. So name it whatever you want. Put it somewhere that you can delete it later because you actually don't need the sequence. I mean, fingers crossed, but you don't need it. But we're gonna make a new sequencer, name it, put it somewhere easy. I put it pretty much at the top of my folders. All right, and then you're gonna notice you're gonna have a sequencer open up next to your content browsers or wherever it opens up for you. And now what you want to do is you're gonna go to one of your content browsers, and I don't think it matters which animation you start off with. It's just to bring his body in, and I wanted to edit the idle animation, so I made a duplicate idle animation just to show you, but you can use the original one if you want. So bring in the animation that you want to edit, and immediately you're going to notice that's T-posing, which is fine. If you try to do that, you dragged in and it didn't show up, just try to drag in again. It should work. But now you got this character, right? So make sure that they're highlighted. Um, and then go to sequencer. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and track, and we're going to go all the way up to actor to sequencer. And as long as it's highlighted, it should be the very top thing. If not, you're going to have to search through all this. And if you have a big game, that's going to be a lot to search through. But it's highlighted, so I'm going to click that, and you're going to notice it's got a skeleton thing because, as you see, it's T-posing. So this is just the skeleton of the animation, right? It's not the actual animation yet. It's just the skeleton. Now, you're going to notice, I know I'm not an animation genius or anything. I don't know a whole lot about animation, but I do know this much. Um, Pretty sure all this, these rings and stuff, is the control rig. Um, and you're going to notice the legs, well, they don't got any fucking rings. So how are we going to do this if they don't got no rings? And that's exactly why we aren't able to control the legs, is because they don't have them. But we're going to solve that problem for you here. So you'll also notice that we immediately went into animation mode, so we're no longer in selection mode. All right, so if you want to get back in here, I think you'll have to go to animation mode. But so far, we haven't done anything. All we did was track this guy, right? We went up here, went to actor to sequencer, and we tracked him. Now he's not there anymore because, well, he's already here. First thing you want to do is delete this control rig mannequin body, or whatever yours is called. Or you're going to delete the control rig, and then you're going to notice all those rings disappear. Oh man, right? All right. Next thing you want to do is you want to add the animation of that you're wanting to edit. All right. So I'm pretty sure I never actually saved. Yeah, I never actually saved Idle 2's animation. So their animation is literally just T-posing. But we can do, let's do Idle. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, the leg's back there. Perfect. Um, if you're using Quinn, you're gonna have to use MF Idle. That's just the one that Quinn is tied to. Now you're gonna notice that you can't do anything because you don't have a control rig anymore. So what we're going to do is we're gonna click the skeleton bar and we're gonna right click and we're gonna go up to bake to control rig, right? And then there's already a control rig available and you're gonna go ahead and click that one and skip all these settings and just go to create. And then bada bing, bada boom, you got a goddamn control rig. And yeah, the legs are still control rigless. And I'm going to show you how to change, well, not really change it, but how to use that to your advantage to be able to alter the animation. So for starters, you can see this is for sure the animation. You can go down here and yours is probably looks like just a straight arrow. If you click it once, it'll be a loop, and that'll just let you loop back and forth. But you can see the leg's still back there, right? So what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna go ahead and just type 0 here to go to the very beginning. What we're gonna do to edit that leg is you see this little tiny box, right? That's what controls that whole dang leg, right? Now, I'm sure you've seen in editing videos for animations, you can usually use these balls, but for some reason I can't get them to work. So it was literally just these little things on her ankle, on Quinn's ankle, and bada bada. Look at that. Oh yeah, bada bada. Ooh, Jackie Chan. Oh yeah. All right, so we got that. Um, and what I did was, so the one that we're moving is right there. And what I did is I went to the very back and I went ahead and click and dragged across all these. And so it highlighted, or really it darkened all of them. I clicked delete and then I moved the ankle into the position that I wanted. All right, so we got that Jackie Chan pose. And then right in between here is a little belly button and you click it and that adds a key. And so now the key's just fucking there, right? You can add more keys here and there, do whatever you need to, but I'm just showing you that you can move the leg. All right, so now that we got the leg where we want it, I'm going to go ahead and just remove that because I don't want to break anything, anything that I don't need to break. Now that we got all that, we're gonna scroll all the way back up to the idle, to the animation thing, the skeleton. We're gonna right click it, and we're gonna go all the way up to bake animation sequence. All right, so here's the deal. I would suggest going to the folder that the animation's in. So for this specific instance, it's under my mannequins, under animation, and it's under Quinn for MF. And I already have the name of the animation right here because that's why I chose to drag that specific animation in. Obviously, if you drag a random one in, it's not going to be the right name. But I chose the specific skeleton of the specific animation. So I'm going to do mf idle 2. All right. Um, I'm not actually gonna save it like that because I don't want to break anything, like I said before. I'll just add a bunch of 2s so I know I can delete it later. And then I'm gonna click OK. Now, if you are replacing the animation, it's gonna warn you that, hey man, you're gonna replace this. Are you sure? It's gonna change some references, stuff like that, and you can just accept it, right? Just accept it, export to animation, and then bada bing, bada boom, you got that thing down on down. Now, immediately you should notice a change in here because remember, you replaced that animation. So if you replace one of Quinn's original animations, it'll automatically replace in here. How to add that animation in, like let's say you have a completely different named animation. I don't know, you're gonna have to YouTube that or something because I don't know that. I just know how to replace a current animation that already exists. Now, if you see that your animation's all wonky and shit, it's probably because you have a bunch of alterations in here. You're gonna have to delete those alterations. Like my arm was like 180 degrees that way. It's because I did this turn twice by having it in here. So I got delete anything you've done in here, and it should go back to however you made it in the sequencer. But yeah, that's how you do it. And as you can see in my character, that's she's doing everything perfectly. Now, the only thing I haven't gotten to work out yet is the head. So you can see the head is off center. Um, I'm not I'm not exactly sure how to fix that because I tried moving the head to center line, but the camera still points the same way the original head pointed, and it doesn't matter how often I tweak the camera itself. I just it's always facing this way. So if you guys know how to do that, let me know. I'm sure it's something simple like maybe locking the head and turning the body, but I don't know how to do that. But yep, I hope this helps you. Um, I know I got a lot of things to delete, so we don't need that no more. But yeah, hope this helped you.